Hello and welcome back to my channel and week 2 of the Seek, Gather and Create challenge. This week we asked you to find tape. I've got this from my studio, some vintage little tape. I'm not quite sure what this is. And then these cool little plastic vintage tapes that I got from Tina Walker from her shop. That one's got little dots on it. And this one has zigzags on it, and it's like clear tape, so transparent apart from the pattern. So they're really cool. We also asked you to find something woven or weaving, something burnt orange. I'm going to use this wool here, some beads and beading. I've also got a stencil and some little flashcards from my studio, and this image again from Tina Walker, which I'm going to use. Excuse me. I'm going to start out on my big tag here, just adding a layer of gesso. I just wanted a whiter surface to start off with. Thank you to everyone who took part in week 1. There were some fantastic creations. I always love seeing everyone's different interpretation of the prompts. I can't wait to see how you make of this one. This is quinacridone azo gold in the golden fluid acrylics, which kind of has that kind of burnt orangey colour. So I thought I'd use that, just putting a few blobs on and then getting my water spray and giving it a spritz, just to get some of this kind of mottledy looking burnt orange in the background. And give that a nice dry. That's all dry, and now I'm taking some scissors and I'm just cutting some strips just along the bottom edge of my tag. And this is going to be for the woven prompt. I only wanted to do some of it, and I'm going to take this big chunky wool. Now this wool is gorgeous, but it's very thick, a bit too thick. So I decided to split it into, it's made up of 3 strands, so I'm just splitting it up. There we go. And I'm going to use this to weave back and forth in between those strips. Again, if you've not come across this challenge before, it's one that I've run for several years over on Instagram with my co-hosts Tina and Laura. And this time we run it twice a year. In the summer and winter, and this time it runs over August every week. We post the prompts for you to find on a Sunday, and you can make anything at all that you like as long as it includes all 4 things. We also have 4 guest artists with us this time: Sullivan Barnes, Tina Walker, Crafty Sheri, and Mary Beth Shaw. And I'll pop all of their details down below. And make sure you go over to Instagram, check out the hashtag Seek, Gather, Create org 2025 to see what everyone else is creating. Decided to weave in some of that. It's like a little vintage sort of film reel. I'm not quite sure where it's come from. Someone gifted it to me. I'm not quite sure what it is. I know you can see it's like got a little sort of image reel on it. So it must be for some kind of machine that allows you to then view them. So just popping a strip of that and then coming back to my wool and carrying on weaving in between. It's a little fiddly, but I like how it turned out. It was a bit fiddly because the tag kept curling up. But once it was done and stitched into place, it was fine. And that's what I'm going to go and do now. So I'm just going to take this off to the sewing machine and sew all of that into position. Here it is. I've trimmed off the edges. And now I'm playing around with the composition. I've got this little flashcard from Amara Studio saying Conquer, this gorgeous transparent image of this lady. She kind of gave me, and I think I was going with a kind of film reel tape. She kind of looked like some Hollywood glamour actress of some kind. And so that's the kind of feel I went for this piece overall. I'm just sticking my little flashcard down. And then she's going to go down over the top. Just using some Fabri-Tac glue. I'm liking how that's looking so far, and now I decided to add my tape. So here's that tape from Amara Studio. It's really lovely. Sort of marks. It went really well with the image. And then I'm going to use some of those little clear plastic tapes. And I love those. Just added that little bit of detail, little pattern. It's the first time I've had a chance to use these tapes since I bought them, and I really like them. There's the zigzag one. Okay. So I've got 3 of my prompts now. I've got my weaving, my tape, and my burnt orange. So I've just got my beading that I need to add. But before I do that, I'm just adding an extra little detail with this stencil. Again, this stencil's from Amara Studio. It's this really cool little cross pattern. And I think I just needed I felt like I needed a bit more white space. And so I decided to do that using a stencil. Okay, so now to deal with the last prompt, the beading. And you can see the beads that I've got here are little cubes with letters on. I really like these. And we've already got the word conquer on there, so I decided to pull out, using these beads, the word hearts. I'm just looking for the letters now. I found these in my local craft shop. They were really cheap as well, so I might have to go and treat myself to another packet of these. Struggling to find an S, I think. There we are. Okay, so what I did, and I did this off screen because it took a while, was to take a piece of fabric and then to stitch on the word hearts using those beads, and then to stitch it on, and then I added some extra words on there onto my tag. So that's done. I hope you've enjoyed that one, and I can't wait to see how yours turn out. You can see I'm pointing out all the different prompts. There it is. Take care for now. I'll see you soon. Bye.